there, folks, and welcome back to Are We There Yet? You joined us back with Clyde. We are 3rd of October. We're going to be playing... who would play? Peterhead. Peterhead, that's the team. I just thought I'd show you the finances. Obviously, we had the big money come in for Sean Wilson, the left-back who left to join Morton. The money disappears very quickly. You can see, I mean, we pocketed 275,000 from that sale, and already our profit this year is down to 159, well, basically 160,000. So we do spend a lot of money. I don't really know how. I mean, yes, we've got a big squad, but no one's really on any kind of serious wage. You can see. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look. So expenditure last month. What are we talking? What's the biggest? Player wages 22,000. I suppose really the player wages are big, quite big. 103,000 already spent on wages compared to a total of 261k for the whole of last season. Income wise, we just don't make any money. You can see in terms of what we're making, whatever other is, we make more money from that in the last month than we did from gate receipts, and we had quite a few home games as well. So we just don't make a lot of money in gates. Season tickets are hardly anything as well. They pop in at just 62,000 for the year. So it's difficult to know where our Scottish clubs get the money. Really is. They really are just living day to day, living week to week, living month to month, season to season. Who's to know what this club will be like in a year's time? Hopefully, in the next division up. Let's take a look at the recent results then. So you were last with us for the 4-3 penalty debacle against Airdrie. We've followed that up with some pitiful performances. A 1-0 home defeat to Arbroath. Arbroath have turned into the runaway leaders at this stage in League One. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Forfar, we always beat Forfar. Not this time. We drew 1-1. Sean Burns giving us the perfect start, but cancelled out by Sean McKenzie. And after that, we managed to beat East Fife. This is when I started playing around with formations. We have abandoned the system that I've been using for quite a while in FM. And I'm afraid to say, I have given up and just gone with 3 strikers, because apparently that is that's what all the smart managers are doing this year. I've gone 3 strikers, and you'll be able to see when we started scoring goals. That's when that's taken effect. We meet East Fife 2-0. It was late doors though. It was a Loudon penalty with James Loveridge, his first goal for the club, in added on injury time. A 4-1 win in the cup. We get a point for that. And that was Dingwall with 2, Fleck and Burns before, all after Isaac Lane had given Brecon the perfect start after just 13 minutes. This is when we changed systems completely. We changed system for these 5 games, and then we were sort of mucking about. We did not play well against Montrose. Sam Jameson took the game away from us. Mark McBride, with his first senior goal, though, pulled one back as a consolation. We probably deserved a draw, but this is when it started to take effect. Canbeath put to the sword. You can see John Smith is a new boy, a new striker. I'll be showing you him in just a second. Mark McBride with a hat-trick and Kieran Miller with a goal, all with a Declan Tremble consolation. That did make it 1-1 for a time, but we managed to pull away quite convincingly. And then a 2-1 home win over Livingston. Livingston a good side, but we should have done better than this. We had numerous chances to kill the game, and we didn't take them. Fortunately, Livingston did not penalise us for that, and we managed to win the game 2-1. A Callan Hamilton, his first goal for the club, that's the new centre-half, and a John Smith penalty. John Smith has signed on a free transfer. He's decent enough. He's no Sandy McCluskey, but he'll do a job for us. I think he's a young striker. He's got 3 and 4. He only played at League 2 level for Brora, but he did score nearly 1 in 3 at that level, so hopefully he can step up. He's doing quite well in racing-wise. 3 goals, 2 assists in 4 games, not to be sneezed at. All following a release by Dundee. So it's Peterhead today. Our league position is 4th, Peterhead 5th, so it's quite a tight clash. It could really decide whether we're looking up or down this year. The board want these promotion playoffs. I'm not convinced we're capable of it, but with the new system, which is this sort of 4-5-2-3, we are sticking with these 3 strikers and using the wing backs. So in a way, it's not too dissimilar to what we were doing. It's just that the wingers have gone, and they've basically, one of them has become a central defender, and one of them has become a striker. Other than that, it's a few of the instructions are tweaks, but other than that, it's exactly exactly the same, and hopefully we'll get some decent results. It does mean we've got quite a few players that just do not fit. Ross Meldrum, Ferguson, Murray Loudon and Datnovitz all do not fit this system and are likely to be moved on. Fingers crossed today then. It's Peterhead. They started well. We started well. I'll see you pitch side in just 1 second. So it is then. It's the first team that's come up against us that's using two new gen players all up front. We've got Dingwall up front with Smith and McBride. So fingers crossed we can do the Bizzo today. Let's just tell the players that we think we have faith in them and expect them to go out there and make the difference. Let's go with that, shall we? We expect to win, hopefully, and that'll really, as I say, this is a bit of a pivotal fixture. Just 2 minutes in and we're straight into play. Morgan Neal now, number 7. Some people are bothered about the squad numbers. These are just randomly assigned. McBride, he should have done better with that. He scored a couple of headers, but it was decent by Dingwall. He was missing for the last game, and I'm blaming that for our bit of a poor performance in front of goal. As Hamilton wins the ball, but he heads it down to Love. And Livingston aren't playing today, although they might be. We're not playing. Hamilton collects the ball, though. Smith in behind. He could cross-cut it. He shoots, and it's saved over the bar by Fleming. Smith maybe had a cross on there. He didn't take it. Corner ball back to Miller. McBride. No, nothing doing. And it'll be recycled now with Ward. We're training all of our right-backs to play wing-back because we don't have a right wing-back. We have got a couple of left wing-backs in Mackenzie and Linton, as we have 2 players into the book there in quick succession, all after Dylan McKendry's early card in the first minute. Here is the aforementioned Ward. Finds Millar to Dungwall, and he crosses. McBride heads over the crossbar. We've got to start putting these away. 2 clear-cut chances inside 15 minutes. No goals, though. 20 minutes played now. A throw in by Ferry. This is Peterhead building down this left side. Here's Ewell. He's no log. It's Love. Moffat. And he's back to goal, and he keeps possession nicely, and that's opened up space for Love to streak down this left side. He crosses, and Angus hits the crossbar. We get away with one there, certainly. We left a lot of space for that left-sided player, Love, to run into, I think it was. And he put a good ball in, and they should have probably scored through Angus. And we have another player going to the book. Rhys McKenzie, the left back, cautioned. Really committed 8 fouls, and we've had 4 cards. They can't have been that bad. Here's Ward. A bit of a nothing ball, and we're sort of losing control a little bit of the game. We started well, but after not scoring with one of our early chances, it seems that's just sort of dented our confidence. But we might be able to do something here. Ward's got a bit of space. He crosses, but it's a bit of an odd one. It goes all the way to Mackenzie on this far left side. Back out to Ward. He does better this time. McBride's at the far post, and he puts it in for Mick Ward's cross. Martin McBride with the goal, and we take a lead around 10 minutes or so before the half-time whistle. A little bit fortunate probably, but we were able to keep the ball moving. We returned it back to where it came from. It's returned to sender from Miller. It's a better ball in this time from Ward. Looking for that back stick, and McBride heads in. The keeper's never getting that. Right in at the near post angle. Hands on the hips from McBride. Bit of a swagger from the youngster, and we take a 1-goal lead. Well, that's half time then, and 1-0. It's I think we tell the lads not to be complacent. I'm slightly concerned about the number of cards that we picked up in that opening 45. 4 cautions from 8 fouls. No fouls at all. Committed? Yes, that's the one. Committed by Peterhead. And you can see by the league table, if we win this, we go 19 points up to 3rd. And that's a decent ball. McBride finds Smith. Can he score? Smith does score. And it's John Smith. It's a perfect name. John Smith. It's so easy to remember / so easy to forget. It's both everything at the same time. I don't know what that white bar is in the middle of the pitch. I don't know what that is. It appears and then disappears. Miller there launches one over the centre half, and McBride will give chase. He brings it down nicely with one first touch into Smith, who has all the time in the world just to run in on the keeper, he doesn't even move. And we have a 2-goal lead. We've scored quite close to half time for the first half and very close to the restart. Just 30 seconds into the second half, we have a 2-goal lead. An air of comfort now. As long as Mackenzie doesn't get sent off, he is sent off. And that's 9 fouls and 5 yellow cards given by this referee. I don't like to think that we're getting shortchanged by these officials, but it seems to me that if a team is not committing any fouls, I doubt it's very rare for a team to go 45 minutes without a free kick. Anyway, Linton comes on. We need that left back. We probably don't need Fleck in the middle, as we'll look to just launch the ball beyond the strikers now. And yeah, so hopefully it won't affect us too much with having the 2-goal start. Perhaps a bit naivety there from Mackenzie. But at last, Peterhead have committed a foul. And Ward's going to be sent off. So that's 11 fouls and 6 yellow cards given by this referee. I don't think we're going to be able to survive now. The referee has taken matters into his own hands. He's just sending off our players for fun. I think we'll have to remove one of the strikers. Probably the worst performing one it's probably going to be Smith, who's coming off. And we'll bring on Ross Quinn, who, his first appearance of the season. This is a tough ask. This is really a tough ask with 25 minutes to go. 9 men, and I don't think we deserve to have 2 men dismissed. 6 yellow cards effectively given for 11 fouls. They've only committed 1 foul in 75 minutes. Pull the other one, referee. You're having a laugh, mate. You may as well just give a few penalties. Oh, there's more. There's 12 fouls, 7 yellow cards. The ridiculous thing is we get fined for this, if I'm not mistaken, because we failed to control our players. Well, Scottish FA, I'd say you failed to train your officials in this instance. McKendry goes back to Curry. We've seen out the game, which is quite impressive, given the fact that we've only got a few men on the pitch, and that's not far away from McBride. Dingwall's searching cross. Well, he won't keep it in. Well, he will keep it in, but the timer runs out. And yeah, excellent. A 2-0 win. Never really in any doubt. We'll tell the lads it was good play, which it was, given where we were down to 9 men. Crazy scenes in these live comms. 3 penalties in one game, 2 red cards for us. You notice all these things that are a bit crazy. The penalties, the red cards, they're never going for us, are they? Eh? Just a little bit of consistency is all we're looking for. As referee Wilson, 5.8. You a clown, Wilson. Shouldn't be managing. Shouldn't be refereeing. Every time he's I keep using the term manage. Every time he's refereed at a decent level, you can see there a championship game he's got a 5.6. League One, 5.8. You a lower league ref, mate. Stick to it, yeah? You're an amateur. So yeah, we pick up 2 red cards, so we'll have to deal with that for the next game. Hopefully it won't be too bad. And that all in all leaves us in second place, 19 points, just 1 point off our bros. I think it's safe to say that the system is better. Maybe it just allows us to be more hit and hope, which in this league is not a bad thing. So it doesn't rely on us being intricate with our passing, which the last system did. The last system required it on, it did work with Ajax, but we had better passes of the ball. We took an 80% passing percentage to come off well. The amount of times we just got stung on the counter was unreal. So let's have a quick look then. We're back for November. It'll be Forfar. We always beat Forfar. Hopefully we will do again. Yeah, do pop a like on there if you enjoy red cards. Pop 2 on if you can. Although if you click it twice, that just takes it off. So put 1 on and go on another video and put 1 on there if you haven't already. That's probably the best way to do it. Any comments as well? What do you reckon to the new system changes? I know it's typical, isn't it? A lot of people buy the same players in FM. A lot of players now use the same 3 up front system with wing backs. I think, if you don't knock it until you've tried it, and I'm trying it now. Yeah, do pop a like on the video, subscribe for far more content coming very soon, and I'll see you on the next video. Goodbye.